If you're going to a Brazilian steakhouse, you want the best experience possible, right? It pays to be choosy with your churrasco. Keep watching to learn about some Brazilian steakhouse chains that won't steer you wrong. Texas de Brazil is a Brazilian steakhouse heavyweight with over 50 locations spread across the United States and several more around the globe. As its name suggests, it aspires to bridge traditional churrasco with the spirit and hospitality of the Lone Star State. All you can eat is the way to go here, although desserts and drinks cost extra. The charcoal grilled meat selection covers multiple land dwellers with a few high-end cuts, such as filet mignon and lamb chops. You can even choose amongst 3 picks of picanha, standard, garlic rubbed, or a lamb version. The salad bar also impresses with several hot and cold options. The items that are particularly worthy of your attention include the potato salad, tabbouleh, and a variety of cheese dishes that include grilled provolone and mozzarella balls. If you don't have a huge appetite when you're at Texas de Brazil, you can always order a la carte at the bar. And if you'd rather enjoy your food outside, the restaurant has also done an excellent job transitioning to takeout during the COVID pandemic, with solo and family-style plates, as well as a la carte meats available by the pound.
There's nothing like eating here at Texas de Brazil.
You'll be in good hands at Fogo de Chão, which has dozens of locations coast to coast and some international locations as far as the Middle East. Since arriving in the US in 1997, this chain has firmly established itself as a well-oiled meat grilling and slicing machine. There's a card before you on the table to send a signal to the waiters. The red side means that you need a bit of a break, while the green side is a green light to keep the meats coming.
I turn this over to green, and look who shows up. This guy with the meat.
Yeah, that's correct.
If you happen to prefer surf to turf, Fogo de Chão recently expanded its seafood menu. It includes upscale fare such as Chilean sea bass and a chilled seafood tower that's highlighted by a staggering selection of lobster tails, lobster claws, jumbo shrimp, a crab cluster, crab claws, and green-lipped mussels. And if you want something green to offset the seafood and land-based meats, you better not neglect the salad bar, known here as the market table. It offers a wide range of charcuterie, antipasti, and seasonal specialties such as smoked salmon, candied bacon, and feijoada, a traditional Brazilian black bean stew. A New York City legend, Churrascaria Plataforma has been bringing the fire to the Hell's Kitchen neighborhood since 1996. If you're seriously hungry, you can go for the all-you-can-eat option while keeping an eye out in particular for the lamb. If meat isn't all you're looking for, this humongous restaurant also boasts salad and feijoada bars. Considering Churrascaria Plataforma's location and top-quality meats, the price tag is noticeably higher than the other places on this list. Generally speaking, your bill will come out to about $69 for the full spread, but it's worth the price of admission to grab a seat in the massive dining room and indulge a little. And if you're willing to forego some of the flashier meats such as ribeye, filet mignon and lamb chops, then you can certainly stop by during lunch. That's when the whole shebang is reduced to $42, and you can still get your fill on picanha, pork loin and that killer leg of lamb, not to mention the gourmet salad bar and extensive side selection. Massachusetts is home to a sizable Brazilian population, so it's no surprise that you can find stellar churrasco in Boston. Alma Gaúcha, which translates to the soul of the cowboy, is among the best churrascarias in the city. A recent addition to the trendy Seaport district, it traffics exclusively in USDA prime meats that are aged up to 45 days, and you can definitely taste the quality. Choose from picanha, ribeye, filet mignon, and New Zealand lamb leg, marinated with lemon and fresh mint. If you're avoiding red meat, Alma Gaúcha has you covered. You can choose from pork ribs, traditional Parmesan pork, and slow-cooked chicken marinated overnight in beer and cognac. There's also a seafood option, with some open fire-grilled salmon that's served with a tangy passion fruit sauce. The salad bar and side dishes are also deserving of plenty of raves, with a honey-drizzled grilled cheese among the popular picks. You can even order a cup of chunky clam chowder. This is Boston after all. Enophiles are sure to appreciate the extensive wine list at Alma Gaúcha, which is over 150 bottles deep and highlights several South American varietals, naturally enough. Before all the rest, there was Rodizio Grill, which became the first Brazilian steakhouse to land in the US when it opened in Littleton, Colorado in 1996. Now, with over 20 locations across 12 states, the chain is still going strong, dazzling diners with its signature grilled pineapple and rotisserie grilled meats that are carved tableside. The menu includes standards such as picanha and chicken wrapped in bacon, plus a few interesting additions including a center-cut steak topped with Parmesan cheese. For the more adventurous eater, there's the popular Brazilian appetizer, Coração de Frango Temperado, which is grilled chicken hearts, if your Portuguese is a bit rusty, like mine. While Rodizio Grill may lag a bit in the quality department compared to some of its peers, the full Rodizio is fairly affordable, as it's priced at less than $35. This includes unlimited Brazilian sides and all the rotisserie grilled meats you can manage to stuff down your gullet. Considering the prices of some of the other spots on this list, that's a relative bargain. And if you're a regular or plan to be one, sign up for Club Rodizio to receive restaurant promotions and offers including a special gift for your birthday.
Have you ever been to Rodizio Grill, or have you been here lately? If not, maybe it's time for you to come.
If you're going to open a steakhouse in traditional bastions of beef like Chicago, Houston, and San Antonio, then you better bring the goods. Chama Gaúcha definitely delivers on that front, serving up a dozen meat options including multiple cuts of steak. But the beef ribs are where it's really at here.
That came from a big cow. No, I'm just kidding.
Beyond the cow, the meat feast is rounded out with chicken, pork, and lamb. The salad bar also impresses diners who need yet more sustenance, as it features more than 30 items. The wine selection is also a winner, as the bottles are stored in a temperature-controlled cellar and include several award-winning labels. It may seem like an impossible task after all of that grub, but try to budget some stomach real estate for dessert. The slate includes Latin favorites such as tres leches and flan, as well as the classic Brazilian papaya cream, a tropical ice cream and fruit combo topped with creme de cassis, blackberry liqueur, but the real showstopper is the fireball cheesecake, which is set aflame tableside and caramelized thanks to a liberal dousing of Spanish favorite Liqueur 43. The San Antonio Current recommends heading here for special occasions when you've got plenty of room. And plenty of others agree that this is destination dining, as Chama Gaúcha's San Antonio location took the 24th spot on Yelp's 2019 list of the top 100 places to treat yourself. The wait is definitely worth it for the churrasco served at Pampas Grill, which is located at the iconic Original Farmers Market in Los Angeles. You'll find tourists and locals alike lining up to get their fill of assorted Brazilian specialties at this popular stall. Your first order of business will be loading up at the Serve Yourself salad bar, which features an array of veggies and sides. It also features a few hearty mains including beef stew, chicken stroganoff, and the classic feijoada, which is only available during the weekend. The next stop is the grill station, where your server will cut off slices of the meat of your choice. Be sure to make the tender garlic beef a priority, but the picanha, the chicken wrapped with bacon, and the leg of lamb are also winners. Finally, you'll reach the cash register and perform a weigh-in for your plate to determine the final cost of your meal. If you're opting for the full spread, take note that everything, from steak to hard-boiled eggs, is priced the same by the pound. In other words, to get the best bang for your buck, make sure to make the meats your priority over the salad bar items. According to Eater, the quick service spot is an especially good pick for budget-conscious diners. Or if you happen to prefer a full restaurant experience, Pampas Grill also operates a brick-and-mortar location in Culver City, California. Miami has its fair share of Latin American dining destinations, and Steak Brazil Churrascaria is definitely up there with the best of them, especially if you've got a hankering for some delicious meats. Eater notes that this is a popular downtown spot with exceptionally good prices, especially compared to some other Miami restaurants. It's also got a highly extensive menu of meats, cheese, and sides. The dining room may not be as large as some of its competitors, and we must note that the selection is relatively limited with a mere 9 meat options. But let's face it, that is still plenty to choose from. You can select among tasty prime sirloin, picanha, pork loin, leg of lamb, beef ribs, chicken hearts and drumsticks, sausage and tender flap meat. If for some reason that's not enough food to satiate your cravings, the salad bar is pretty ample. What's more, all of the non-barbecued hot dishes are freshly cooked and brought directly to your table. Steak Brazil is ideal for group gatherings as well, so be sure to consider it for your next party or special occasion. Chima Steakhouse is yet another Brazilian-based chain that has made its way stateside, and to that we say, the more the merrier. The first US location opened in Fort Lauderdale, Florida in 2004, and there are now 3 additional outlets located in Philadelphia, Charlotte, North Carolina, and Tysons Corner, Virginia. Chima is a reference to chimarrão, a traditional Brazilian drink that represents the sort of camaraderie and community-mindedness the restaurant hopes to foster. Speaking of tradition, the picanha served here is top-quality Angus prime, and for added firepower, you can order it with house-made chimichurri sauce and grilled jalapenos. Steak lovers will surely appreciate the wide assortment of cuts, which include baby top sirloin, ribeye, New York steak, and filet mignon. All of those are available plain, or for those wanting a bit of a luxurious edge, they can also come wrapped in bacon. You can even indulge in paper-thin slices of beef carpaccio at the salad bar. All 4 Chima Steakhouse locations received the 2021 Award of Excellence from Wine Spectator, which made sure to note that California varietals are the house specialty. We hope you have room for one more churrascaria, because SP Brazilian Steakhouse might just be the best spot on this list. If you happen to be anywhere in the vicinity of the Austin suburb of Lakeway, Texas, a stop here is simply a must. To put it bluntly, the reviews don't lie. Consider the fact that SP Brazilian Steakhouse comes with nearly perfect marks on Google, a perfect 5-star rating on TripAdvisor, and another 5 out of 5 rating from Yelp, which ranked the restaurant at number 17 on its list of America's top 100 places to eat in 2020. How can you argue with all that? As one Yelp reviewer summed up the hype, "You can tell this is not just another chain, but the real deal. If you have ever wanted to feel like you are a judge on Top Chef with people bringing you the finest of all the dishes to taste until you are completely stuffed, this is the restaurant for you." You should prioritize the prime cut meats, but be sure to also leave some room for homemade pão de queijo, the famed pillowy Brazilian cheese bread. And do try your very best to leave just a bit more room for an order of creamy flan and creme brulee, both of which are also prepared in-house.
Ooh, flan.
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more mashed videos about your favorite restaurants are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.